Well, after 3 consecutive years with 13 regular season wins, the Green Bay Packers hope to translate that success into Super Bowl 57 appearance. For the first time in Rodgers' career, he's entering a season without a proven number one receiver after the Packers traded Davante Adams to the Las Vegas Raiders this offseason. Still, hopes are high for the Pack. Looking at the Packers' notable odds here, they are the favorites to win the division at -170, at +500 to win the NFC, and +1100 to be Super Bowl champs. But it's been 11 years since the Packers were in the Super Bowl, despite making the playoffs in all but 2 of those seasons. All right, let's welcome back our Pete Prisco. Green Bay Packers looking for success without one of the best receivers in the NFL. Davante Adams traded to the Raiders, and he signed a huge contract over there. So how does Aaron Rodgers fare without his top target?
Don't worry about Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be just fine, and I think the play calling will be just fine as well. There's been an adjustment period over the course of a couple seasons with Matt LaFleur, but they're in sync now. And even without Davante Adams, I think they'll be able to move the football. He'll still be able to throw the football. He's got some young receivers he likes. Romeo Doubs has been outstanding for him so far. And when you look at this group, it's not that talented on paper, but Rodgers will make them all better. He always does. You remember when Adams came in, he wasn't a big name either, and he made him into a great player, and Adams was a great player now, help with that. But I think Aaron Rodgers will be fine. I think the offense will be fine. Aaron Jones can do so many different things. They can pound the football as well. So don't worry about Aaron Rodgers. The Packers will be just fine.
I want to key on something that you said there. You said he has the ability to make those around him better, and this will be a perfect opportunity to do so. You know, that's exactly what they're looking for when they're looking for an MVP, to have that ability. So Rodgers now at +1,000 to win his 3rd straight MVP award. Do you think he can get that done?
I don't think he's going to win the MVP. I think Josh Allen's going to win the MVP. That's my early pick. I think the Bills are going to be one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league. And Josh Allen's going to put up some monster numbers as they get better in the passing game. And I think when you look at the Packers defense is going to be much better this year than it's been. I think you're going to see a big step forward for that defense, particularly if everybody stays healthy. And therefore, they won't put the pressure on Rodgers to make that put up those monster numbers that he's put up in the past. I do think he's going to have a successful season. I just don't think it's going to be an MVP season, so I think the streak ends.
Both Pete Prisco and Will Brinson thinking it's going to be Josh Allen as the MVP. All right, I want to look at a season-long player prop when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. Over under 30.5 passing touchdowns. He had 37 last year, 48 in 2020. But without Adams, what do you think? Over or under?
Oh, he's going over that. He's going to get to 33, 34, somewhere in that vicinity. And again, I go back to the play call, and you'll get Aaron Jones involved. He'll catch a bunch of touchdown passes out of the backfield. He'll use the tight ends. Alan Lazard, big physical receiver. They're going to be fine. Don't worry about Aaron Rodgers. He'll get to that number. I just don't think he's going to be the MVP again this time around.
All right, you just mentioned our next fella, Alan Lazard there. Over under 700.5 receiving yards. With Adams' departure, Lazard, he can really step up into that number one receiving role. So what do you think there?
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers really likes him. I mean, you can tell, and you hear some of the comments coming out of there, and in talking to him in the past, he's a big, strong, physical receiver. In fact, when he came out, I liked him. I just thought they'd blow him up and make him a tight end, and because he didn't run that well, but he's developed into a physical guy and get down the field, and I think he's going over. I think, he's come close to that. He's been in the 500, 400 range with Adams there, and he didn't play a whole season. The last 2, he missed 2 games last year. He missed, 6 the year before. So, if he stays healthy, I think he's getting over that number. He's going to be the number one receiver early in the year, and I think he'll feed him early in the year. So I'm going over with that number.
Let's look at the win total next. It's set at 11 wins right now. They have a pretty favorable strength of schedule when you kind of look at it from top to bottom, but it's still not going to be easy. So over under 11.
Well, I'm going to go over. I think they're one of the best teams in the NFC. I think the NFC has some power teams in the Rams and the Bucks and the Packers. I think those are the power teams in the NFC. And you look at the division. The Lions will be better, but how much better? The Bears are a bad football team in transition right now, and the Vikings are also in transition with a new coach, and what are they going to be on the defensive side of the ball? So I'm going to take the over, and I think the Packers are going to push for a lot more than just winning the division.
Yeah, let's dive into that for a second there. You also saw they hit the over in the past 3 years coming into this season. Talking futures here. They're the favorites to win the division at minus 170. I have a feeling you're going to like that one. And plus 500 to win the NFC, plus 1,100 to be Super Bowl champs. So what do you like there?
Yeah, they're going to win the division. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So if you want to be safe and want to win some money, you're not going to win a big payday on it, but I would do that. But I also think they're going to win the NFC. Sorry, Jack, our producer Jack's a big Bucs fan, but I'm going to think that the Packers will be right back there. In large part because I think their defense is going to be that much better. They're going to be improved on that side of the ball. The corners are going to be really good. I think Rashawn Gary's going to have a big year rushing the passer. So I'm going to go with the Packers to go to the Super Bowl. I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl, but I think they'll get there.
All right, well, before we let you go, let's take a look at Week 1. Packers heading to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Right now, Green Bay is your 2-point favorite. How do you see that one playing out?
Let's put it this way. In the past 4 games against the Vikings, Aaron Rodgers has 13 touchdowns and no picks. 13 and none. He's dominated them. He's going to do it again. I'll take the Packers minus the small number.
Pete Prisco, high on the Green Bay Packers. We appreciate your time here on theCUBE.
As usual, right? That's what they'll say.
It.
As usual. Every year it's the Packers.
Every year, we believe. Our producer Jack is saying, no, it's the Bucs. We'll see.
He wishes.
All right, our training camp continues as we tour around this country, making sure that everyone is up to date on everything going on with all of these teams. So on Sunday, we are going to be with the New York Giants. Monday, flipping over to the other team in New York with the Jets. Tuesday, the Eagles. Then we got the Dolphins and the Ravens on Wednesday, and finishing up on Thursday with the Washington Commanders.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.